Hello, everyone. I am Lisa Harden coming to you from the Stamping Zoo in Boise, Idaho. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I sell all of these products along with a few thousand more. So if you are into high quality paper crafting and you live in the United States, please feel free to shop with me at any time at thestampingzoo.com. Let's talk today specifically about one of our new in colors, Cloud Cover. Okay, I have a few products here that are in our newest, one of our newest in colors, Cloud Cover, and we are going to talk about the news. What is it about Cloud Cover, right? It's all about Cloud Cover right now. But first, let me tell you that there are 5 beautiful new colors that were just introduced to our color families. These colors will be with us for 2 years, from 2025 to 2027. And so we will get to know them well. Some of you are in my In Color Club, and we will spend 5 months designing and having fun with all of the products that feature these in colors. But again, today we're going to feature Cloud Cover because it was a bit of a special child, and there are a few different options for enjoying this color. So, what happened? Why is it a little bit different? Well, as the company was going through its rigorous testing of the colors and all of the products, it found that when Cloud Cover was applied to this type of an ink pad, which is a foam-based ink pad, it was sometimes having a chemical reaction which would change the color of this to more of a gray. As you can see right now, it's kind of a bluish gray, kind of a little bit of a silver in it. 1 minute, let me grab its ribbon. I probably have it right in front of me. Anyway, we'll continue on. So it has beautiful colors, right? Oh, here, I have tons of product over here. Here is a sheet of the cardstock. So this is its color. It looks quite complex, actually, after you take a look at it for a few moments there. And so they were finding that it was not staying true to color when it was placed on this, sometimes changing. I think that the time that it took for it to change varies. Okay? So, since Stampin' Up! Has, as I said, really rigorous standards when it comes to their color coordination, our whole color line is spectacular. We have 50 colors to choose from at any time, and Stampin' Up! Provides us with lots of coordinated product in all of these colors, so that when you go to start a project, with regard to the color choice, it's very easy because you know you can get cardstock with markers, with matching embellishments, okay, with designer series paper patterns. You can get all of these things together and more. All right, so it wasn't holding up to the testing, and so retesting began. Okay, it was not released for pre-order to demonstrators, and I have only gotten this as part of an offer to demonstrators. When the catalog went live on May 6th, we could order this, only demonstrators, on a demonstrator order, as long as you know that it's as is. It could be great. It could be all gray when I get it. I thought for the price of $9, we're going to open it and see how it goes. Could be fine for a while. Could be fine forever. But you don't have to worry about that as a lovely customer, because there's another great option. All right. First of all, you can buy the other products, right? So we have the alcohol-based markers. And and at the end of this, I will show you a screenshot that you can snap a picture of that shows you 6 of the products that I'm showing you that are Cloud Cover. However, know that Cloud Cover runs through the entire product line, so it can be in lots of different designer series papers, etc. The testing is only affecting the ink. All the other products were showing true, including the Stampin' Right markers. That's how they knew it was probably something, well, I'm guessing that's how they knew it was probably something to do with the application on foam, because this Stampin' Right marker, we are told it is the same formulation in with regard to ink. And so this is working fine, okay? So these are water-based Stampin' Right markers. These are alcohol-based Stampin' Right markers, okay? Different formulation, but getting to the same color. So we're gonna try these out. These literally just showed up at my house probably 2 hours ago. So, but again, I'm going to show you what customers can easily do to make a cloud cover ink pad for yourself, okay? All right, first of all, why don't we test this and see, I'm kind of curious to see what did I get, right? Now again, Stampin' Up! Was not going to sell this, and they are not selling it to customers. But since several demonstrators requested purchasing it at OnStage, I think that Stampin' Up! Said, okay, we'll go ahead and sell the inventory that we have. Just know that it's as is. So you get what you get, right? Okay, let's take it. Oh, and I just pulled the stamp set that was right next to me, which is also new. Just went live on May 6th as well. It's an online exclusive. It's a beautiful suite of products. The stamp set and dies are called Cheers and Sips. So let's see on this brand new ink pad. Oh, that looks pretty nice so far. That's not a very thick image. So let's take this sprig. Now this is a sprig of rosemary, but we're going to pretend it's supposed to be cloud cover, because you can make things whatever color you want when you are doing the paper crafting, right? And then we'll do a word. Oh, I think it looks nice. It looks very nice. Okay. And then now let's color next to it. Let's do a color swatch here. This is dark cloud cover. And this is the light cloud cover. Okay. They will both soften and blend as it goes on. Looking pretty close. Again, the company didn't, there are no guarantees. That's why they're not selling it. So that should give you, I guess, it gives me confidence in Stampin' Up! That they're not going to sell it unless they're sure. Oh, now see, that looks much more blue, even than the Stampin' Right markers. So things can vary a little bit. Again, this formulation is supposed to be the same as this formulation, okay? So when we look at that, oh, it looks a lot more gray, doesn't it, on the ink pad than it does on the Stampin' Right marker. I don't dislike this color, and I still think this color in the classic ink pad is going to be very workable for me. But here's going to be the real test. And this is what customers can do to get a perfectly usable and color, what do I want to say, a true color in the form of an ink pad. We sell these little uninked Stampin' Spots. You can use them with any re-inkers. And then we sell, as I said, a re-inker cloud cover. These are available to customers. Here's the number for the uninked Stampin' Spots right now. They do come in a pack of 5, 141822. Now I use a lot of them because I use them for classes, etc. If you're not going to use 5, then share with your friends, okay? Buy a package between a couple of friends, and then you'll have a few extras. So we're going to ink this up. And I thought this was a good thing to do also with you, because I was asked, how do I ink a Stampin' Spot? This is how you will ink the Stampin' Spot. And it's basically the same for re-inking as well. But here's the deal. This is why the Stampin' Spot will hold the color true and the foam is more unpredictable, is because this, as you can see, it's linen and felt. It's a different formulation. It's what our ink pads used to be before we went to the foam. And I won't go through all the reasons why this is like overall preferred, but just know that we like it, okay? And then this is not bad at all. So if you have a Memento ink pad, it's the same type of ink pad, okay? It provides the same type of resistance, which is more than the foam pad, by the way. Okay, so I've taken the lid off. First I shook it. Did I shake it? I don't know. Let me shake it again, okay? Lid tightly on. Let's shake it. There shouldn't be much settling. It's brand new to everybody. And then let's take this, and the way that I am going to ink this is I'm going to put the tip of this re-inker directly onto this Stampin' Spot, okay? And then with just a little bit of pressure, using gravity mostly, going to start going around in circles, and I'm going to make my way around the ink pad. Now at this point, that's not enough ink, okay? You can't see any in the sides, and you can see it bleeding over to the edges, but you want to go ahead and saturate this and see how I'm kind of holding it now a little longer than I was, coming around the edges. And then I'm going to put some more in the center. That's really where you hit a stamp the most anyway. Now, as you can see, it's starting to make its way, seep down into the ink pad. I'd leave it at that point because you can ink it up a little bit more if you need to, but just leave it, let it settle. Now we can try inking this up. Now here's the deal, it's much smaller, right? That's one of the reasons why this is preferable. And so I will just take this and I will tap along. I'm kind of doing reverse application, right? You can also tap it this way. You tap much more firmly than we do on these classic Stampin' Pads. And then let's come in here and see what we get. Okay, it's more blue than gray. So as you can see, and also it's a little spotty in its application. That's most likely because I just laid this ink down, and it just takes a while for it to settle. And so while you're waiting for it to settle, you probably should tap a lot, right? So let's try that again. Let me bring this closer. That might be helpful as well. Okay, it's about the same. Well, hey, we tried. Let's try this. Let's try that sprig of rosemary that became a sprig of cloud cover. Okay, I really feel more comfortable pressing it like this. One thing that is less preferable about using a linen type pad with photopolymer stamps in particular is that the linen pad can leave somewhat of a pattern. See how there's a texture to the top of it? Well, it can somehow leave a, sometimes it will leave a pattern on larger photopolymer stamps. So none of these are really large enough. I mean, the lines aren't really that wide, so they're not gonna, there's no room for them to pick up a pattern. But how I kind of minimize that is I would do a little, if this were laying flat down, right, I would twist it while I was putting on the ink, and then I would tap it. I don't know. That's just my technique. You can use it if you'd like, or do your own thing. It's just ink and paper, so give it a try. Now, as you can see, very cool. So we have a little bit of variation in the alcohol-based markers, which we like, which is totally great. We definitely have, oh, as this is drying though, it's becoming much closer, right? This is the Stampin' Right marker. That showed the most blue, didn't it? Right here and right here. But the ink, not bad. And frankly, it will be, I will use the ink pad. It will be fine. Unless I'm doing a demonstration like this, okay? Once you have your little Stampin' Spot inked, I want you to put the lid on it. And if you're going to store it for any amount of time, please store it so that it's lid down. That keeps the ink at the top of the ink pad. So when you pull this off to use it, all the ink hasn't seeped down to the bottom. You'll get a better image if you keep the ink closer to the surface of the ink pad. Okay, so store it like that. Make sure the lid's on it. What you don't want to see, and I won't ruin this ink pad just for the sake of showing you a visual, you don't want to keep adding ink until it starts pooling out here on the edges of the case. That's not good. That's not going to be good for your images, and it's definitely not going to be good for the surrounding items that you store this with. Okay, so again, we have however you choose to appreciate and enjoy cloud cover. I hope you do, because as I said, it's kind of a sophisticated blue-gray and definitely has quite a bit of complexity to it. I love it. Can't wait to enjoy it in my In Color Club. Here is a card that I made, and this background piece that's been dry embossed is cloud cover. Okay, then they did a little watercoloring. This is direct from designer series paper. So please know that, again, you can find several different products that include cloud cover. I hope that's helped you. Please leave your questions or comments in the underneath this video. All right, I'd be happy to help you. And again, my name is Lisa Harden, coming to you from the Stamping Zoo. And now here are those graphics that I promised you. Let me bring this in. First of all, I wanted to tell you that as you are buying these new colors or anything else, really, if your shopping list is nearing $100, why don't you take advantage of this great starter kit special? And I do mean great. It's always great, but this month it's extra great, okay? You can choose $165 to put in a starter kit of any product that you'd like, and you're going to pay $99 plus tax, if that applies to your order. Free shipping, all sorts of freebies, and if you join me at the Stamping Zoo, you'd be a proud member of the zoo crew. And you get all the benefits of that, which you can read about more over on my page, thestampingzoo.com. If you hit the Join Now tab, and again, here you'll see, if you have any questions, please reach out to me via text, and I'm happy to have a conversation with you and tell you as much as I know about it, okay? But really, that's the crux of it, is you shop once, you get this great deal, and you're not obligated to do anything else. That's pretty good. Makes me laugh. It's so great. Okay, and here are, again, just some of the products that we've talked about today and a couple of others. The one in the middle on the bottom is a two-tone 12 by 12 cardstock. Please don't miss that one. Even if you're not a scrapbooker, this is a phenomenal way to include cloud cover into your card making, your home decor, your 3D pieces, and more. Thank you so much for joining me today, and please join me anytime when you follow me over on Facebook or YouTube.